Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping really safe and well and looking after each other. I just wanted to post this little video today just to show you a really simple maths game that you can play at home. It's one that you can play on your own, or you can also challenge members of your family, and it's called Build It Up. Now, the really good thing about Build It Up is that it really helps to practice all your mental math strategies that you've been learning in school, but it does it in a really fun and, if you want, competitive way. Now, what you need for Build It Up is just basically paper. Now, for today, I've put this on a whiteboard and drew the grid really big, but if you were playing this at home, it doesn't have to be that big. So you can see that I've got a grid, but it's got 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So to start this game, you need 4 different numbers on your baseboard. Now, what's really good about this is you can actually use any types of numbers that you want. So at a basic level, you can use numbers between 1 and 20. If you want a wee bit of challenge, you can use 3-digit numbers, 4-digit numbers, you can use decimals. But you only need 4 different numbers to start. Now, normally when we play this game, we use dice as a way to kind of get the numbers randomly. And if you've got dice, then you can use that, but you can actually play this game without dice as well, and I'm just going to do that today without the dice. So what I'm just going to do is I'm randomly going to choose 4 different numbers that I'm going to put on the baseboard. Okay, so I've got my 4 numbers, so you'll see that I've stuck with 2-digit numbers, okay? Now, I'm hoping that this is not going to go backwards and you guys are going to be able to see it properly. But basically, I've chose 12, 18, 13 and 15, okay? So now, this is basically, if you're playing against each other, you need to wait till every single person has got their 4 base numbers before you can get on with the rest of the game. So you could ask members in your family, you could say, give me 4 decimal numbers, 4 3-digit numbers. You could do it with your brother or sister if there's one at home. But anyway, once you've got your 4 numbers, what you're basically going to do is then work to build it up. Now, you can either add or you can multiply, depending on how confident you feel. I would suggest when you start playing this game that you basically just add it. So what you would do to get this value in this box is that you would add the first 2. So I'm adding the 12 and the 18, and that gives me, hopefully everyone's going to know this, that gives me 30. Then I'm going to add my 18 and my 13, and basically I know that 12 add 18 is 30, and 13 is just one more than 12, so that's going to be 31. Then I'm going to add my 13 and my 15, and that's going to give me 28. Now, this is when you'll see that you're using all your strategies that you would use in school. So, for example, there I was making to the nearest 10, and the second one, I used knowledge that I already had, and then in the third one, I actually just partitioned that, okay, if you want to think about it like that. So I added my 10s and then I added my 5 and my 8. So as you go up, you've got 30 add 31, so that gives me 61. Then 31 add 28, that gives me 59. I have to make sure that I get this correct, okay? And then when I'm getting to the top, all I'm doing is adding my final 2 numbers. So I've got 61 and 59, and that's actually quite a 2 good numbers. I'm actually going to just take the 1 from the 60, add it on to the 59 to give me 2 60s, which is easy then, because then I'm just thinking of my doubles, and that gives me a final number of 120. Now, if you're playing against someone, there's 2 different ways that you can do this, okay? You can, once you've got your 4 base numbers, you can each just work out until you get to the top, and whoever has got the highest number would get the point. But I know that lots of you really like a competitive challenge. So as well as getting the point for having the highest number at the top, you could also have a number for speed. Okay, so if you want to, it's not a pressure to do that, you can see who can get there the fastest. So if you get there the fastest, and even if you've not got the highest number, you would still get a point. And then basically you would just draw a new grid and start all over again with new numbers at the bottom. Boys and girls, I hope you give this a go. I'm going to be posting lots more videos in the next few weeks, just different fun challenges that you can do with your maths. Really look after each other. I'm missing you lots, in particular all our mathtastic fun that we normally have, but hopefully I'll see you all soon.